Too hot.
Mm-hmm. Too hot for TV, baby. All right. You don't do a bloopers reel? Too hot for TV? Too hot for YouTube. We're going to talk today. Today's title is the $3,200 plumbing SEO flat fee screw job. I'll repeat it. I don't know if I said that well enough.
It's like a long time.
The $3,200 plumbing SEO flat fee screw job.
There you go.
So he's like, well, tell me how to quantify whether they're doing their job or not. I said, well, sir, we've just been talking about that for 25 minutes. And I'm going to repeat it again real quick. You have a basic template website with 3 pages that hasn't been changed and never gets worked on. And
so your quantity is 0.
Yeah. Haven't done the website. I don't do any content. Don't have a blog on it. Don't have anything.
And not running the GMB.
And not running the GMB account. And so
that begs the question: What are they
doing?
In fact, we've been seeing a trend on Google.
Yeah.
On GMB accounts, where people's GMB accounts are getting delisted if their company name is the general phrase.
Right.
Doesn't happen every time.
Wouldn't that be great if that happened
yes,
in our
it would.
industry? I get a few calls every once in a while from an alternate category, and I'll just tell everybody this actually came
I thought you were going to say alternate universe. I was like, whoa, this is going to be real different.
Where's my full hat? I don't know. But nowadays, with your brand and your online authority and trust and expertise,
authority, trust.
I'm going to call it T. I'll just scramble it. Trust, expertise, authority. It's T.
That's the T.
That's the T. There you go. It was like Plumbing Company San Antonio or something, and he was just crazy. I'm sorry. He'll never watch this because he's too old, but he'd done this like way back in the day. He's like, well, I don't know. I've been around the block with these guys. It's like everybody puts my name up on their page, and I'm called a turn. So anytime anyone put in Plumbing Company San Antonio,
Oh, wait a minute! I remember this. He would try to sue them.
he would try to sue them. He had this feeling of, is this human instinct to getting screwed.
Yeah.
It's like,
I feel sore.
yeah, we all have this, this instinct of like, I think I'm getting screwed here. I don't know how to peg these web geeks, but something ain't right.
Sounds like the web geeks are pegging you.
that was inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
Okay, so we're going. I'm getting
There's
into.
one for your too hot for YouTube.
There you go. Too hot for YouTube. Yeah, I think Jerry Springer had a too hot for TV. I actually ordered the VHS tape on that one.
Did you really?
I did. I ordered a Jerry Springer Too Hot for TV. It was okay. It was funny stuff.
We're highbrow.
You remember Steve? Remember who Steve was?
Oh yeah. Steve was famous.
Steve was awesome.
Even if you didn't watch Jerry Springer, Steve was famous.
Steve was
Everybody
the
knows.
bouncer that would let people fight and then go after they'd beat on each other a little bit.
Okay, now I think it's gone far.
Then
someone threw a chair vaguely in Jerry's direction.
They
so
got
I
in
have to
trouble
step
one
in.
time because they let people get beat up on the show, basically.
Yeah, they went too far.
And then Steve got hired, and oh no, you're actually going to have to break these things up. But they would still let him throw a punch or two.
Yeah.
And then Steve would come on. There's
We want
another.
the ratings, but we don't want to get sued.
There was another little overweight guy that was kind of stocky that had hair. And Steve was bald, but he, he was like Steve's sidekick.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
that's all there is. Otherwise, that company can't make a profit on it.
Exactly.
Don't care if they're not even from this country.
Yeah, then they yes.
If they're in a developing nation. Jason gets on to me when I call them other things. So, but if they're in a developing nation or whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
they're not going to do it either for $300 even there.
No.
They could there, I think.
Well,
But
in
they're-
a developing nation, what's happening is they're charging $300 because they figured out that's the level Americans will buy at.
Right.
And the guy who runs the company
Is king of the village.
250
Right.
of those dollars.
He's king of the
and
village.
doling out $1 at a time
got-
to the rest of the people that work for him.
He's got a harem and all the food he could eat, handing out flatbread to everyone. Just throwing it down the streets.
Dollar,
Flatbread for you, flatbread for you, flatbread for you.
flatbread.
Hummus, 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 hummus.
Okay, we need to.
All right. He didn't tell me that he gamed GMB, by the way. He said, well, why would they have taken me down? I had 150. I said, they probably thought you were up to no good and putting up false reviews. He's like, oh.
Which is like, well, yes.
He never actually said he did.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh. I'm like, okay.
But he didn't deny it.
didn't
And if he
deny it.
hadn't done it,
No,
he
he
would've been
said it in
like,
such a way
I
that
would have. I didn't do that.
his oh was an admission of guilt. You know.
One of the things you can do if you're logged into like your Gmail Google account, you can go onto Maps and you can go to business in the area and you can say suggest edit. And he had on the same Google account that his GMB was tagged to, so he did it in like the stupidest way possible. He had gone through and suggested that done a suggested edit on every plumber in the area, saying that they had closed shop and were no longer in business.
Oh my gosh. Jason, you know, runs most of the stuff here, right?
I run this shit. When we give you a report, we let you into Google Analytics, and you can see the straight dope from the source.
Yeah.
You know, we don't obfuscate anything in there. So you see Google showing you how many clicks, how much organic.
What
how
is that
much
word? I like that word.
Obfuscate.
Obfuscate. I can't even say that.
To obscure or hide.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good, man. I like that one.
Nolan makes a lot of comments about my vocabulary.
I wish. No, I'm gonna start getting some of those cue cards, you know, where you just learn a big word and just like drop it.
Word of
Yeah.
the day, toilet
Boom. Yeah. Do they have that?
paper. They do.
Yeah. That'd be good.
In
Right.
6 months, it's going to be gangbusters, and he's going to come back
Right.
and be
And have business,
you know,
yeah.
waxing fat.
Well, but I tell you one thing. I know why he's going somewhere
I'm
else.
picking up your phrasing.
Waxing fat. You need to stick. Yeah. Use the vocabulary you've learned. Don't go my route. I use these country sayings because I didn't learn all the other
I
stuff.
don't know if waxing fat is a country saying.
Is it not? No.
I thought that was like a street
Well, I think us country folk have taken it. You know.
I guess
over. It sounded good enough. It's like, we'll accept that one.
thing. We'll have that.
Right. So what you want to get all of this base set up and then like really focus on that muscle group first. Like you
Don't skip leg day.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
This is
This is the digital equivalent of don't skip leg
This
day.
is leg day all the time, right?
Right.
Don't go burn your triceps out because it's not going to help. You can't walk, right? Right. I confused myself slightly. I picked up my tea, and I saw the mirror image over there, and then I was like, "Is he drinking
problem.
coffee too?" And I'm like, I don't know what's going on here.
Who is that mysterious stranger in the screen?
And I listen, we say that more and more, and we still laugh a little bit, but I'm starting not to laugh at all when I say it because it's just the fact of the matter.
Boom.
We've done it a long time, and I don't have any issues saying it that we.
I do a mic drop, but these lapel
Do you?
mics
Yeah, these
don't look
work.
impressive
It
with
just
a mic.
yeah.
And we had a site completed. We sent it to him for review, and he looked at it and he said he liked it, but then he said, "Yeah, I got a bunch of leads in this other area, and I'm going to be going to do that for like 6 months.
Right.
So I want you to launch the site, but I'm not going to pay you."
Shut up.
I'm not
Shut
joking.
up.
Ask John.
That's fantastic.
And John, the other partner, is like, no, that's not going to work for us.
But wait a minute, it's web and free, right?
Oh, yeah.
Don't
we,
you
We didn't
guys-
just pay $8,000 in payroll
You
to get
web
that
geeks
completed.
just smell bad in game. That's free, right? Y'all don't need food or shelter.
You're all fat anyway.
Yeah. You can live off your flaccid fat reserves for months.
Yeah, and the dude was serious.
Right.
He literally said, "I still want your service, but like maybe 6 months from now."
Yeah, that'd
And
be
we're
great.
like, "Okay, call us in 6 months and we'll launch it."
Right. You say, well, Nolan, I don't care. I don't like lots of words anyway in my site. Right? That's stuff that people tell me. by the way. I don't like
make me
those
cry
sites.
if it didn't make me
I don't
laugh,
like those
'cause
sites.
we hear-
You don't have to crush it early in the morning while drinking coffee and talk to your Facebook Live crowd, right? Or your Instagram.
Today we're gonna crush it.
Yeah. Your Instagram story. Do a little flip to your hair, you know, something cool.
Oh, I don't have any. Never
And
mind.
then, or you, there you go. You can
all
do that.
curled up today.
Somebody asked me the other day, and I guess I'm getting a little salty on it. They're like, "But Nolan, do you do mobile?" And I'm like, "Yeah, for like 5 years at least." I was like, "There's a baseline stuff, sir, that we don't discuss in necessarily." Oh, well, I was just really tired this week.
Yeah.
That's why I'm sitting here kind of. So I'm holding my tea, and but anyway, nobody does this. I'm just thinking about it, but
Yeah.
no one does this at all.
He has a criminal mind,
Well,
so he generally
I
thinks.
think I've been in business so long, I've been screwed rotten so many times that I do go through the Rolodex of
How will people try to
how
cheat
many
this?
times
Yeah.
will people try to
Yeah.
And I have people call up and they're like, "Well, I can't be like Bob." I'm like, "Why?" "Well, he's just everywhere. You know, he must pay a fortune to show up. He's got to be paying a fortune. I don't know. I put it on. He's in mapping. He's got tons of reviews. He's got organic, and I go on. I see him on my social media. He follows me around with these ads, and I go to his website. And I don't know where he comes from, you know." And it's like really basic.
And by the way,
stuff.
that following around, that's the cheapest kind of
That's
Google,
the
Google and
cheapest
Facebook
paid
ads.
stuff.
That's the cheapest paid stuff.
Remarketing, retargeting, pixel tracking.
Right.
Don't think about anything else. That's what I didn't finish that story earlier. The guy's like, "Well, what about, was that this one or different one?" I'm going crazy, man. The video, was that last Friday? Was that this one? The guy that wanted to do a video, he kept harping on it. That was
No, that
another-
was the previous one.
Sorry. People hadn't done anything yet. Go for $99 websites.
True enough. Some of them come to us.
Nah.
But
No.
You get one every once in a while. It's never just starting their business.
Every once in a blue.
Yeah.
Everyone. It's almost always somebody been screwed before.
Yeah.
And the other ones are you copycatters that will never be as good as us. They just need to turn it off right now. All right, that was interesting enough. A good way to sum it up. I mean, it's worth hearing that.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
don't know who listened this long.